If you guys need Ultimate Team coins, then go and check out x3game.com. Their link will be down in the description. Use code CAPGUN to get yourself a discount. Also, if you guys need a little bit of extra concentration for your weekend league games, then go and get yourself some G Fuel over on gfuel.com. Use code CAPGUN to get yourself a discount. You're right, guys, it's CapGun Tom here, and welcome back to another episode of Team Takedown. Now, you guys have been like, Tom, get us a good opponent, get us a good opponent. Well, hopefully this guy will be good today. It's Andy.
Have you been playing against some noobs, have you, mate?
Not really noobs, it's just they want you. I don't know why. Apparently you're like the only person who can make them get excited about the guessing. I don't know.
What can I say? What can I say, mate? The people know a star when they see one.
That is true. Right, Andy, go on, let us know who's the player that we're doing it around today.
We are doing Flashback Mahrez, who I just had the pleasure of playing some beginner squad battles to unlock.
Indeed. So, he looks pretty good, I'm not going to lie. 93 pace, 92 shooting, 92 passing, 80 physical, and 94 dribbling, as well as 5-star skills and 4-star weak foot.
Jeez, that was like one of them adverts where it's like, may cause skin cancer, death, disease, famine, also, blah, 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 terms and conditions apply. So, sorry, go on.
I smashed it out of the park. But this was actually a card that was used a lot. This Mahrez was used a lot in the early stages of FIFA, especially during the finesse meta. It was disgusting as first-time shots. So, yeah, he kind of fell off when the finesse meta disappeared, but hopefully he's going to come back with this card, and this is going to be a good team takedown. So, Andy, should we head over to the store and grab ourselves a second player from the pack?
We should, and I suppose he can still El Tornado cross, mate. Don't write him off too much.
Yeah, that is true. And he can still El Tornado volley, so there you go. Right, we've got some 100k packs, so I'm going to do that. Now, unfortunately, Andy, there are a lot of really bad
Yes, I didn't get a walkout.
blues. Really bad blues in packs at the moment.
I got an orange. Who's this?
Man of match.
I mean, I've literally no idea. See, that says Ankara on the badge. Now, the only Ankara I know is in, like, Egypt or, like, Asia or somewhere. I swear you go there on Assassin's Creed.
I honestly haven't got a clue, mate. I'm going to open up another pack. If I don't get something, I'm going to use that Milinkovic Savic. I've got myself a blue. This could be really bad unless it's an ultimate tots. And it's really bad.
Ah, Turkey. Is Ankara actually in Turkey?
Yes, that's right.
That would make sense because they go there on Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
But I don't want to use this guy because he looks terrible.
I've managed to get myself a blue.
Yeah, and it's from the Latin.
No, it's not, because that's gone. It's now rest of the world toss,
Oh no, that could be even worse.
So I've got CSL Israeli striker Zahavi as my second player.
I've got to walk out. Please don't be a blue. Yes, it's not. Come on. What are we saying?
I got 2 blues in a pack. 2 blues in a pack, Andrew.
I just got Cavani.
Oh, no. Wait. Oh, he's not blue anymore, is he?
He's not blue. He's not blue.
I managed to pack Neymar this morning. He's not blue either. I packed Ronaldo less than an hour after he was no longer blue. Neymar less than 12 hours after he was no longer blue. So that's just my luck right there.
Neymar should still be blue as well. Stupid EA.
Yeah, it's stupid EA. Right, well, it does look like I'll be using Zahavi. Now, on Andy's video, guys, if you want to go check it out, a lot of you guys bring up the question of, like, can you take icons out of the series? Now, in a situation like this, where you get a second player that is like this, it makes it very, very, very difficult to do the team based on the formation you get. If you want to see an episode where exactly this sort of problem happened, and it was an absolute nightmare and we didn't use icons, then go check out the video on Andy's channel. It's around Tots Pepe, and you can see the sort of issues you can run into, I guess. But yeah, we're going to use icons today, and maybe if you guys are like, oh my god, please just don't use icons as ever, then maybe we'll think about taking them out. But some squads are physically impossible to do without them, so...
Wait, have you got to use a player from a different league, or can you use any player you want?
No, it has to be different league, different nation, and not a goalkeeper.
I just got Kevin De Bruyne, that'd be sick.
You got Kevin De Bruyne in a pack?
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. I mean, it's no Sahavi, but... This card doesn't look bad. He's got 4-4.
Not too shabby, that, mate.
He's got 4-star, 4-star, so that's alright. Right, let's get some formations. Let's get this together. If you want to start spinning through your formations, Andy, close your eyes and tell us both when to stop.
Ooh, I like it when we do it like this, Tom.
It's saucy, isn't it?
Stop. Oh, you are winding me up.
No! One of the
This
top
is sad.
comments in my last video, when Jack did Team Takedown was, please, never use the 4-5-1 second variation. It sucks and it's really hard to build a team round. Now I haven't taken it out, and of course I've managed to land on it, and they both touch.
Guess what I've got?
I have no idea. What have you got?
4-5-1.
Second, what, the normal
Oh,
one?
no, okay, I've got the normal one. Yeah, I got the normal one.
Yeah, see that one's pretty decent because the links are really easy to work with. I don't even think this team is possible, even with an icon. But we'll give it a go anyway. So what we'll do now, guys, we'll go away, build our teams. If you want to see them, then keep on watching. But if you want to play along with the guessing and you don't want to see our teams, now is the time to look away. Right, so here are our 2 completed squads. They look alright. Make a note, remember them. We're about to get into the guessing. Okay then, it's time to start the guessing. Andros, you get to go first, sir, as the guest. Take it away. And I've got to make a note here. Oh yeah, if you were looking away, you're welcome to look back as well. Got to make a note here. If I get through this with a full team, you've done something drastically wrong, sir.
Okay. So, I'm looking at your strong links to good old Zahavi. There
What strong
is
links?
one gold one. Yeah. I mean, left mid, they're both bronze. So that means you must have gone central centre mid for the strong link. But if you've put the gold one, that's just so obvious anyway. There is a silver one. And then they're all bronze again. So I'm not really sure what to do. There's no Israeli icons. You must have put an icon right centre mid. That's the best way to do it. That's what I would do. I mean, we may as well start with it and maybe just guess it anyway. Tom. Central centre mid.
Yes, sir.
Do you want a shotgun it?
No.
Okay. Tom. I've got 2 questions actually, haven't I?
Yeah.
Okay, is he bronze?
No.
Wait, so you've either gone for the silver or gold one, or you've got a bronze strong link left mid. And if you've gone for a bronze strong link left mid, fair play. I will 100% respect your decisions. Tom, is he a silver strong link to Zahavi?
No, he's not.
Tom, do you have Urso?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
Unsurprisingly, right, okay. Next. I mean, I could have shotgunned it, but you would have said it anyway.
I would have just said him. Yeah, so that was completely pointless.
So, to make my team, no other way of doing it. I could have put a bronze there, but he would have ended up being bronze anyway.
So you may as well
What
gamble.
difference does it make?
Yeah.
Might as well gamble.
Okay. So, to be fair, actually, now, you don't need an icon. You could use Fernandinho, or you could even use like Fabinho or something crazy like that and go a little bit out there, and you would have to pick Kyle Walker or Danilo at right back. So either way, your right centre mid or your right back needs to be a strong link to Mahrez. So I'm going to ask you, Tom. In fact, let me just make sure we play this properly, just to be extra evil to you.
He's seen my plight, and he makes it worse.
So the only strong link to Mahrez that also links to Urso is Fernandinho. No, that's strictly not true. There's a guy called Luis who is silver. All right, Tom. Right centre mid.
Okay.
Does he strong link to Mahrez?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. See, now you could put... I don't know, what could you do? You could use Foden, and then Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back, and then Fabinho at centre back, or something sneaky like that. And that would get you all the chemistry, and also because you've got a strong link from Zahavi to Urso, it doesn't actually matter too much. So what I'm thinking is you've actually got a icon left mid. I suppose there's some actually half decent just CSL players that don't strong link to Zahavi. All right. So I'm going to ask you, Tom. Does your right centre mid also link to Urso?
He does not.
Okay. So then, if we're talking, what you want realistically is a Premier League Brazilian centre back to go right centre back. You got David Luiz or Fabinho. So then what we want to see is... Oh, no, okay, so this guy, he's got... Yeah, okay, so you could go to anyone because he gets a strong link off Mahrez, so that's actually fine. And you just put David Luiz or Fabinho right centre-back. All right, so it's not Fernandinho. It could be Bernardo Silva, it could be David Silva, it could be De Bruyne, it could be Sané, it could be Foden. I'm going to ask you, Tom, do you have Gundogan?
I don't know.
Okay, fair. So you've got a random Premier League Man City player here. I'm going to, for the purpose of the video, just pop in Bernardo Silva. Okay.
And as far as a first round could have gone, that is as good as it could have gone for me. It literally couldn't have gone any better.
You've done alright, to be fair. You've done alright.
That is literally, in terms of the game, I know I've lost a player, but at the same time, it was non-rare gold, so it's not that much of a loss. Let's start doing some work on your team, Andy. Let's start with your right back.
Shotgun.
Alright, okay. I'm going to have to say, do you have Kyle Walker?
No.
Alright, no Kyle Walker, that's fine. The reason I asked that, I know there's still Danilo, but like at the same time, I wanted to try and limit down the chances of you having a strong link, and yeah, you could still have it. Okay, let's go with your... I guess one thing I should probably do before I start looking at anything is just check out the Uruguayans in the Prem to see if there are any common linking players. Other than that, you're probably looking at icons, which would be impossible to guess. There is Torreira, and he does have a CM card, so he could technically play at Cam. So that would be okay. Let's go with your left Cam.
Okay.
I'm going to ask, does he get a strong link to Cavani?
No.
Okay. Is he Uruguayan?
No.
Right, okay, so we just got a Ligue 1 player that's not from PSG to playing Cam. Let's have a look at what we've got. It could be a centre forward, so it could be, can't be Di Maria, could be Ben Arfa, and it could be Depay. And then Cams, we've got Payet, Fekir, Slitty. What a name. Do not like that. Or centre mid, we've got Ndombele. There's so many different players you could go with. I really shouldn't long this decision out. Which one will I go with? A random ass one. Andy trying to make it difficult. Have you got Memphis Depay?
No.
Alright, no Memphis Depay. Fair play. Okay.
So, I'm thinking about your left mid, Tom, at the moment. And I'm just having a little bit of research on the old foothead. Strong links, if you want to make it crazy, you could go for Lulin, 64 rated, good player. And Gian, 55 rated.
Yeah, my boy Gian.
So, the weak ones are Carrasco and Carvalho. They're the two gold ones. And then there's some semi-usable silvers that you could use. I mean, one of the semi-usable ones is Israeli from the Czech League, so I doubt you're going to use him because that just makes it puts you in a whole world of pain. There's a guy called Seba and Fernandinho from the CSL and the Brazilians that could kind of help you out. So, do I want to find out if you've got an icon there? Do I want to find out if it's Chinese League? What do I want to ask you? Okay, Tom, is your player from the Chinese League?
My left mid?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Okay, this is good. So you've got... How do I want to narrow this down? So you've got 3 Brazilians that would actually be quite helpful for you to do, or we go, do I not want to play against the good player? Is he Brazilian, Tom?
He is.
So now we've got 3 silvers with a bit more pace, or a gold. But the gold's he actually plays for, I think, I'm not big on the teams in the CSL, but yeah, he's plays for the same team as Talisca and Paulinho, which could be really helpful. Whereas the silvers both play for the same team, but don't really have any links. Now, you could just go full Brazilian afterwards, but I'm going to say it anyway, just in case, to cover that base. Do you have Carvalho, Tom?
I do indeed. And that was another placeholder that I had to use for chemistry. So yeah, you've got them both. Those were the ones that I knew I'd lose before the game even started. So yeah, there was no point even trying to... I mean, I could have saved him. I'll explain why I didn't save him at the end, guys. Why I didn't use my safety there.
So, now you're building a bit of what would seem like a Brazilian team. You've got 2 players. You've got oh, okay, this is interesting actually. Now, I know what you're like with your funny links and stuff. You've got 2 Brazilian Chinese league players. So that does actually give you quite a plethora of options in terms of just picking one and getting a double strong link and everyone's on full chemistry. Renato Augusto, Oscar, Hernandez, Paulinho, Talisca, Hulk, Pato, forgot about him, he's got a camp card. Even if you really wanted to, Diego Tardelli. Now, in order to... See, I'm torn between going out on a limb and making sure that if I go for a guess... Sorry, I'm torn between just finding out information about your team to maybe help me later on, or just going straight in and assuming you've picked a Brazilian Chinese league player and trying to narrow down which one. Alright, I think I want the info. Tom, do you have a Brazilian? I'm going to go left centre mid, just to give you the option to shop.
Okay. Go ahead.
Do you have a Brazilian Chinese league player?
No, I don't.
I'm glad I asked that question then. Okay. Because none of the decent ones get a strong link to these guys, so it would make it so difficult if you... Say you picked like Mario Suarez or something like that, or Guarin. You've got to pick a CSL left back or a CSL centre back, and that's just tragic. I suppose you could use an icon left back. Nah, it's just too dead. Alright, Tom, do you have a Brazilian?
I do.
Okay, so you got a Brazilian centre mid. Who would you like? Who would I least like to play against? Or who's the sneakiest? Do you have Alan?
I do not, no.
Okay.
That's good. Again, another round couldn't have gone better for me. I almost threw my safety out there. I'm glad I didn't now. Okay. Right, so I'm looking at your team. I gotta get something on the board here. Gotta get some of your players. Now, I don't know if you have Danilo at right back and you've just completely forgotten about Mahrez, which is really frustrating. I took out Carl Walker, but that doesn't mean it still can't be possible. In fact, most likely Andy would have chosen Danilo because he would have wanted to be more sneaky. Now, if you haven't used Danilo, that means that you're most likely going to be using this fella here, or an icon at right cam. Most likely going to be using an icon at right cam, because I don't think you're going to use him. But if you have got the strong link, then you don't need to use this guy at all. And that means I'm just in an absolute world of pain. So I think, originally I was trying to circle round to try and get to this position, but I don't think that's going to work. I wish I could go back to the left cam spot and ask if he has any strong links at all coming into him. That would have been a good question. But I'm going to go with your left mid.
Okay.
I'm going to say... Right, this is a really dangerous assumption, but if I don't make this assumption, I don't think I get a player here. I'm going to assume... Oh, is it too dangerous to assume he's from Ligue 1? It could be anyone. Because he could have used like Cesc Fabregas. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask: is your left mid from Ligue 1?
Yes.
Okay, wish I hadn't asked that, but kind of glad I did at the same time. Right. Does he have a strong link to your left cam?
Yes.
It's not necessarily good for me. All it means is it can't be any of the PSG players now. So... I mean, this could be an icon as well, actually. What did I ask before? I asked if he's strong links to Cavani and asked if he was Uruguayan. So that could technically be an icon also. But that wouldn't make much sense. So let's just have a look at the left wingers and try and work out, just rule out all of the PSG ones and see what we're left with. So, Ligue 1 left wings. We've got Flashback to Pai, which you almost certainly don't have. And then Niang, who I think would be, unless you, does Ben Arthur play for that club? Stade Rennais? Don't know. I mean, once you get past here, I don't think you're using any of these players, to be honest. I'm just trying to grab them all out of the thing. Left mids, we've got Bamba, and that's pretty much it. The one that makes the most sense is that guy there. If you use Ben Arthur, that would be pretty bad. I'm going to just have to say, do you have Bamba?
No.
No Bamba. Difficult one. Very difficult one.
Right then, Thomas. You, my friend, have got a Premier League, or icon, but probably Premier League, right back. So. I'm going to start this off by asking, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm going to have call safety.
Okay. Okay. I was going to ask you if he has a card that is over 86 rated. So basically asking if it was Bellerin, Yedlin, Wan-Bissaka, Valencia, Alexander-Arnold, or Aurier. Now, if I was Tom, what would it do? If I was Tom, I'd put Fabinho here. And Trent Alexander-Arnold here. Making a full Brazilian defence is kind of questionable. Questionable. You could have an icon centre-back, to be fair. Or you could just pick Kyle Walker and make a little triangle and then do what you want with the rest of the team. That'd be pretty sneaky. I would respect that. And that's even sneakier, actually, because then if I say, Tom, right back, do you have a strong link? And I'm like, yes. I'd be like, oh, so you haven't got a strong link for your centre mid then. But you've actually got both. I've done that to you before. So basically, what I'm dilly-dallying between is, do I take a punt on Kyle Walker, just because that'd be clever, or do I go for Trent Alexander-Arnold? Oh, see, I don't want to... Zappacosta's tragic. Nobody wants to pick Zappacosta. So it's Trent or Kyle Walker. Do you have Kyle Walker?
I do not, no.
See, it's backwards logic, but it also would have been kind of clever.
Your turn again, sir.
Oh, yeah, of course. You picked safety, didn't you? Ah, okay.
I really want this game. I really want this game to end because I can only see it getting worse for me. But unfortunately, we are only on round number 7.
You've got a Brazilian left mid from the Chinese league, and you've got a Brazilian centre mid not from the Chinese league next to him, which can only really mean that you need a Brazilian left back. So you've got Sandro Telles, Roberto Carlos, Marcelo. There's actually loads. This is kind of annoying. But we also need to think about which centre mid you've got. You haven't got Allen. So then picking Sandro mightn't be quite as clever. But if you've got Coutinho or Arthur or something, picking Felipe Luis or Marcelo would actually be pretty smart. Do I go full on balls to the wall and just ask it? Alright, Tom, do you have either of these? An icon or a Brazilian La Liga left back?
No, I don't.
Okay, so I'm assuming that you've got a Brazilian left back outside of La Liga. So then we've got Alexandro, Tellez, Marcal, Ismaili. That's the only way to make your squad work. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. So I'm going to have to say, do you have... Let me just check where... Ismaili's from like the Ukrainian league or something stupid like that, isn't he? Marcal is from the French league. Who do I least want to play against? Probably Alexandro. But you're going to have Flashback Alexandro. Do you have a Brazilian left back from the Liga NOS or the French league?
No, I don't.
So I reckon you've got Ismaili or Alexandro. So I'm just going to say, Tom, do you have Alexandro?
I do not, no.
Okay.
Whew! Okay. Right.
You've either been really sneaky and I've completely missed something, or you've got a proper stinky... I can't think of any other way that you could make this team work. That's the thing. Just to make sure I've got the right versions of cards in. Your left mid doesn't get a strong link to Zaha. No, he doesn't. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Right. I'm in just so much hot water. Your safety and your right cam, which I'm almost, at this point, I'm convinced is an icon because I don't think you're using Benzio. And if you're using Benzio, I don't really care that much because he looks absolutely garbage. If it's an icon, I'll never get it. There is 0 point me even trying to guess who that would be. It's just kind of all a bit of a loss, really. Because I even think because you got that strong link going to your left mid that you're probably in a completely different league down a left back. So going there would be foolish. So, since I'm not sure I'm going to get any more goes, I'm going to go with your goalkeeper.
Okay.
Because I just don't know what else to do. My first question will be, do I think I'll get another go realistically? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there is, if Andy doesn't get the next one right, there is an outside opportunity. But will I get another go? I don't know. So I don't know. So do I play to try and get information to potentially try and get something else, or do I play to just literally Hail Mary and go mental here? I don't know. Right, so things you could do. Premier League defence, very easy. You could also go French League defence because you could have a Towel playing at right back. He has a new team of the season card there, which is Algerian. I don't really know, so I'm just going to plough straight in. I'm going to say, is your goalkeeper from... No, but it'd be so handy to completely do something completely different here. It'd be so handy. Is your goalkeeper from either the Premier League or Ligue 1?
No.
Yeah, okay, total Andy thing to do here. Which might mean that he's gone and done something freaky, really freaky deaky. I'm going to ask, is your goalkeeper in La Liga?
No.
Right, so what we got left? Bundesliga. Serie A is so far away. Let's have a think. So we've got like this whole French thing going on. There's a lot of French stuff floating around. So it could be, I don't know, anyone still. What leagues have good French centre-backs? There's Upamecano, who plays in the Bundesliga. There's not really in any in Serie A. Not necessarily that you need to get. You could have gone Torreira, Guendouzi. Would that work? No, Torreira there, Guendouzi there might work. Maybe I've misplayed this and got scared of the icon. Maybe I should have literally just ploughed on with the right cam like my original plan was. But can't do that, so might as well just choose a goalkeeper my way. Have you got? Who's the best Uruguayan goalkeeper? No, it won't be Uruguayan. It's more likely to be French. Have you got Lafont?
No way.
It's not Lafont, is it?
Nah, it's not.
Okay. Your turn.
Alright, so, re-evaluating my thoughts on your team. I've only got potentially one more go. I know you've got a Premier League right back, but I don't really know what it is. I know you need to link your squad across, but I did have a think. You could have like put Ronaldinho or Socrates or something left centre mid and got a double Brazilian strong link that way. Because I know he's Brazilian, but I know he's not Brazilian in the CSL. And this is the other way to get that annoying double strong link. So, see, I really want to find this out just because I want to know. But I don't think that asking this question actually helps me. I'm just gonna tell you what I'm thinking of asking, but I don't know if I actually want to do it. So basically, my logic is, I don't really know what you've got for left back. I was assuming you have to have a Brazilian one, and you still might have like Ismaili or something like that. But what I'm now thinking is, if you've got Ronaldinho here, you can put, I mean, literally anyone. Literally anyone. So you could, for example, who's a strong link to, just use them as an example, to Lafont. Or Upamecano. You could have Upamecano and Roussillon, right centre-back and left back, and that'd get full chem off of the Ronaldinho. And then you put Laporte right centre-back and Lloris in goal or something like that. And everyone's on full chem. So I really want to find this bit of information out, but it doesn't help me unless I get another go. And I need to get this right to get another go, which is kind of the problem. Because what I would ask you is, does your right centre-back link to your left centre-mid, but not your right centre-mid and left mid? That's the bit of information I want, but that'll only help me for guessing the other positions. Do you see what I mean?
I do know, and that's kind of the same thing I was just doing with the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I was trying to, because it would have helped me if I could have then gone on to try and guess his centre backs.
Yeah. So what I should have done is thought of this before and attacked that then, and then I could have maybe guessed your left back. But as I probably aren't going to get another go, I need to think about how you would make this a bit of a funny squad. So I am assuming, unless you've got like Foden and Wan-Bissaka or something like that, you've probably got a Premier League right centre back. So I'm just going to assume that. And I'm going to ask you, Tom, what nations would be nice for linking across? French is always a good one. Brazilian's always a good one. Belgian's it's not bad. Argentinian. Tom, is your right centre-back from the Premier League?
He isn't.
Okay, so it's a good job we asked that question. So then the only way you've got this is... Okay, so... I want to know this answer just because I'm curious, but I'll wait a second. I think you've got Foden and then Trippier or something stupid like that. But we shall wait to find that one out. He's not from the Prem. That was a strong link. It wasn't Fernandinho. So it's Ben Arthur. Not Ben Arthur. Jesus Christ, what am I on? That was my one that you were trying to guess. De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva is what I was trying to say. He's literally on my screen. You've really thrown me off, I'm not going to lie. Non-Premier League. Alright, so let's pretend he gets a link to your Man City player. It could be Belgian, could be Portuguese, couldn't really be English because there isn't any English centre-backs outside of the Prem unless you've picked up an icon. But then that just makes your whole left side so much more confusing. It could... Wait, I asked Gundogan, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Could be Spanish. Okay. Is your left centre-back
Oh, wait, what are we doing?
Right centre back, right centre back,
Left
sorry, right centre back.
Yeah, I was going to say. Phew.
Spanish.
He's not, no.
Okay, so I'm going to assume he is Belgian. I don't know if this is a thing. Do you have Witzel?
No, I don't.
Okay, who do you have? Was that
Got
close?
away with it. I have Marquinhos.
Marquinhos. Okay.
Yeah.
Who have you got right back then?
It is Trippier.
So it's Trippier, Foden.
It is indeed, yeah.
Oh, so close. Okay.
It's so frustrating, isn't it? Right, can I get anything from your team here? I've got the option to go for the... Okay, so this is going to be... Which one do I want to go for? I'm going to go for your... Now I asked for your goalkeeper, was he in Liga, the Prem, or La Liga? And you said no for all of those. So what I'm going to say is, with your centre-back, your right centre-back, does he get a nation link to your goalkeeper? Like, and that's it. No league link. So it's an Orange Nation link.
No.
He doesn't get an Orange Nation. He could have a league. He could still have a green link, which would still be a nation link. But I was thinking maybe you'd done something funky, like you'd, I don't know, use Jimenez and Godin and then put like the Uruguayan goalkeeper in, which is something you've not done. So that now means you're probably... He might not link at all, which would be an absolute disaster. Especially if you've gone and used Tagliafico, De Ligt and Onana. Damn, why didn't I go for the left centre back? Alright. Okay, so that means that I'm going to guess someone, a centre back, that makes sense from not the Liga, not the Prem, and not La Liga. So, do you have... Izzo?
No.
No. Okay, fair enough.
Do you know
Alright, that was a really... Yeah, go on, tell me.
Ben Lamry.
Who?
Ben Lamry.
Who the hell is that?
He's a team of the season Algerian from the Saudi League.
Oh, you did go with the full Algerian thing, did you?
I then had Mandy at left centre-back, the Algerian centre-back from La Liga. And I had Firpo, his strong link, second in form left-back, with an Algerian hero goalkeeper.
What league is the Algerian goalkeeper from?
He's also from the Saudi League. It's a strong nation link.
Oh, that's so unfortunate! That is so unfortunate! How was I ever supposed to get that? How is there an Algerian goalkeeper that strong links to a team of the season Algerian centre-back? And I'm guessing you're using a Tal at right-back, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, what a disaster. And so what's your right cam? Is that going to be like, is that an icon?
Paul Scholes.
Paul Scholes, yeah. Oh, well played, mate. Well played.
Let me jump back to your one and see whether I can just work it out very, very quickly. So I know that you've got Foden and Trippier. I was almost onto that. Did you use like Ronaldinho or Socrates or something, left centre mid?
Yeah, I used Rivaldo.
Yeah, so I got onto that one, which means you've done literally anything you want over the other side. Who's your left back?
My left back is Ferland Mendy, team of the season.
Oh, wow, okay. So then your left centre back is like Kimpembe or something like that?
Yeah, it is indeed.
And then in goal, you've got Anthony Lopez.
Nah, I got the nipple.
Areola, nice.
Oh, fair play. That was a good game of Team Takedown, mate. So did you use Ben Arthur at cam and Niang at left mid?
No, I used Payet flashback.
Yeah.
Perfect linked him to Sanson in centre mid to get him onto to get the Sanson full chem. And then I was just deciding who to go for. I didn't know if to go for Spanish La Liga, but then I thought if you guess my left mid, it'll then show you which route I'm going down. So I didn't want to do that. If you try and work out my left mid and be like, is he this nation or wherever, this league, you'll know I've done something different. So I just stuck with Liga in to confuse you, and I went for a Campos just because he's a strong link to Payet. Yeah.
That's a stinker right there. That is a stinker right there. Fair enough. I'll reveal my team so everyone can see at home what it looks like. Andy has pretty much correctly identified it. Just because I had Sahavi, it was just impossible to build this team without losing a couple players. I knew that I'd lose them. I think I lost as little as possible. I don't think I could have got through that any better, to be honest, from the start. With you taking the 2 players. They were my worst 2 players, and I'm happy that they're the ones that went instead of something else. So yeah, the reason I didn't like call safety at left mid was because he was rubbish, and also if I called safety, he's going to know it's him anyway. It's like
yeah, that's just
like
the one I'm gonna say.
He would have gone Carrasco.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna go. No, you would have gone. You probably would have gone Carrasco, and then you would have known it was Carvalho. Or you would have been strongly expecting it to be him. So. There you go. That is the end of Team Takedown. What we're going to do, guys, is quickly go buy our players. I'll put some bronzes in here. I think it would be pretty impossible for me to get any chemistry on this. But we'll see. And yeah, we'll come back to you in just a second. All right, here we go. Completed squads on the screen. Look brilliant. Look a bit breezy. A little bit scared because I might lose and have to discard like Mahrez. I guess we'll buy like a one to watch Mahrez if we land on that, Andy, and discard it. Sure. Why not? In that case, not so worried about that. More worried about Marquinhos and Mendy. Let's get into this. Right, so into the game we go. And there it is. Andy's full squad. I can't believe... I'm still tilted by the strong link to the goalkeeper.
I'm tilted that there's no special fair pose on the market. In fact, that's the only one of 2 Spanish fair pose in existence on this game.
Well, couldn't you have used any fair play?
Oh, yeah. It's a league link, innit? Not a nation link. Even still, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, but maybe it's not.
Well,
maybe I'm an idiot.
Good luck regardless.
Oh, that's gone through his legs. Oh, this game's great.
Oh! Let's go. It may have been difficult to get into a team, but oh my god, maybe worth it?
This is why I don't play this game anymore.
Oh my goodness, roll back the patches, please. I want the finesse meta back.
Oh, baby. This game's shocking.
Oh no. Oh. Yes.
Come on, Cavani. Come on, Cavani. Oh, you're so bad. That Sahavi actually seems decent, to be fair.
Yes, yeah.
Great block for that.
Yeah, you say you
you're
literally...
kidding me. I told him to block it and he's giving you the...
Oh my god, what? Oh my god.
You are winding me up.
I can't be arsed with this game. Oh, this game is terrible. Literally, I was raging because you said, "Oh, Zahavi seems pretty decent," and then immediately blocks an open goal, finish. And then I turned back and you slid tackle me in the box. Well, I'll tell you what. In form Furp, I would have done that. He just wanted to go.
He didn't even slide tackle. He sort of just dropped on his arse and tripped you up. This game's
oh my
garbage.
lord! Imagine. Oh yes, Areola! What a save!
Oh, winded me up. How's he saved that?
What finish?
Rivaldo's got
That's the first.
1-star weak foot, 2-star weak foot.
2-star weak foot. The first decent goal of the game, we'll call that. Oh no, here it comes. Oh, he's actually decided to do something. Oh lord. Oh, that's a great goal. Well played. What a flipping goal, Andy.
Not too shabby, that, mate. Baited you into the cross. Scooped round the outside. Big touch. I'll take it. I don't know how Areola didn't save that one. That one was so easily savable. It was basically Aram. But the last one, he went flying across his goal like there was nothing.
Oh, there's Mahrez.
Really? 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 Oh dear.
Honestly. Oh my lord.
What's my goalie doing? What's my centre back doing? What's my player marking him doing? I don't know what's going on, Tom. Just don't know anymore.
Not this again. Oh my god.
He's actually
I've been
really
absolutely murdered. I've been absolutely murdered down the wing.
Mahrez is actually
I
really
can't-
good. My formation and team are terrible, but Mahrez is actually really good. Oh, really? Really? This
Oh,
game
what a
stupid.
finish!
This game
What a finish!
stupid!
Oh! Oh, that was absolutely disgusting. Why did I skip the replay, man? That's probably one of the most stupid goals. They're beautiful, but they're fundamentally awful. Oh no, let's face it. They are
There's been
fundamentally awful.
5 of them, maybe? No, you've scored. I've scored 2 like dribble goals, haven't I? And you've scored
Yeah.
1 normal goal, 2 normal goals. There's been at least 3 ridiculous volleys. It's almost 4. It's actually stupid. Well, as if to signify how I feel like that game, my camera died immediately on the end.
Oh, that was just such a stupid game. I've not done this before, but I'm gonna quickly go through some of the goals just to see what they were like, because they're just like some of them are so ridiculous. You kind of have to just look at them and wonder why the hell has this ever gone in. So here's the Harvey's first half volley. I want to look at Andy's because Andy's were actually so much better than mine. I wish I could dribble like this off the wing. This is absolutely unbelievable. Like, unreal. And the other one is basically the same. A little bit of La Croqueta inside. Round me, literally just tied me into knots. No idea what was going on. And then, you know, a bit of cheese to finish it off. Let's have a look at this again. Bang. It's a finish and a half, but what a ridiculous game. Let's go discard some players so that people can't use them to play this stupid game with anymore.
Okay, Tom, my team is mixed.
3 discards, no safeties to get extra discards either, so 3 discards. And what formation are you using?
4-5-1.
4-5-1. Let's go with left back, right back, left mid.
Left back, Ocampos. Left
Sounds
mid,
scrappy.
that discard value hero goalkeeper.
Oh,
Right back, Paul Scholes.
oh no, not Paulie P.
Prime,
Oh my
Paul
god.
Scholes. Awful Paul Scholes. Goodbye, Paul Scholes.
Poor guy, he did nothing wrong. Didn't deserve that. I mean, he did keep playing on right wing instead of right cam.
That's the formation more than anything, though, I think.
Right, well, there you go, guys. That is going to be the end of Team Takedown for today. If you have enjoyed the absolute
Monstrosity that is FIFA 19.
monstrosity, yeah. I was going to use the word cluster with a swear word, which I can't do because
Cluster frick.
YouTube don't allow that. Yeah, that's it. Cluster frick or cluster poop. I don't know. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, smash the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.
Peace.